Hey, what's happening, Spider Friends? Welcome back to Spider-Man 2, the movie game on the Nintendo Gamecube.
Oh, yeah.
That system your parents played when dinosaurs walked the earth.
Yep, there were dinosaurs when we were around.
Well, that was for the NES age. This is the GameCube age, so this was flying saucers and some type of dinosaurs were still kind of about.
Yeah, like the Archaeopteryx, which was the oldest bird. It was, like, big enough to actually eat a fox.
We also had to walk, like, 10 miles in the snow to get to school, and if we were late, then we got chased by, like, a dinosaur that breathed fire.
Yeah, called Charizard.
Technically, yes. We were from the, I was older during the age of Charizard. But anyway, welcome back to the Kwings Let's Plays channel. We're still playing Spider-Man. You're a freaking idiot!
Hey.
I was trying to do an introduction here, pal! I will come down where you are and rearrange your face! As soon as I find where you are.
We're talking here.
Okay, that guy is... We're gonna stop him because he's bad.
We're let's playing here.
Yeah, that...
Yeah.
You need to pull over and calm down.
Well, if you really look at this picture right here, Spider-Man looks like a
How am I gonna
thug.
explain this? Don't drive angry.
Wait, you need to calm down, but he's the one who did damage
To the vehicle, yeah.
It's like,
And then afterwards, his excuse was, he's like, how am I gonna explain this damage? And Spidey's just like,
not my problem.
You need to calm down.
So Spider-Man is a
Insurance nightmare.
thug.
In tights.
So basically, like, I think it would fall under, like, comprehensive coverage, acts of God, because...
Acts of Spider.
acts of Spider. You just have to say, oh yeah, a tree fell on my car.
Spider tree. Spider-Man tree.
Which we just found out that in Pennsylvania, people don't really get... Well, it depends, but at least at our insurance company, people don't really have... They have a deductible.
We had it when we were
For
in
their
Boston.
comprehensive coverage. We had no deductible in Boston, which means that we didn't have to pay anything if a tree fell on our car or if our windshield got broken. But here, apparently people want to save $20, so they end up...
Paying $500.
Yeah, they end up saving $20 now, pay $500 later.
You know what I'm tempted to do? I'm tempted to call the insurance people back and be like, oh, the scratch that we were telling you about, it's actually on the back window. The front window is the one that's damaged. Never mind.
Yeah.
But it's too late. Never be honest with insurance people. That's what I would tell you kids. That's a life lesson you can learn, because you're gonna get screwed.
Technically, yeah. Technically what you said.
What are we doing in our apartment?
You have a plaid flannel?
Uh-oh. It's already starting. I'd better get down there fast if I want to avoid getting fired again.
He had rabbit ears on his television.
Yep.
Old school.
I know. I have those.
Well, a lot of people. I had rabbit ears. That's how I watched Power Rangers when I was little. Came in kind of fuzzy.
Well, I probably
cable.
told you this story a million times, but that's how we ended up with not any TV, because the rabbit ears on the top of our house, we also had antenna on the roof.
Ooh,
which
fancy.
You probably had that.
Nope.
So we had antenna on our TV and on the roof.
Where's
and
Gamble?
then-
A ride on a helicopter for some great views of the city. Who knows? Maybe you'll even get a ride to someplace new.
So the rabbit ears on our roof, the antenna on our roof, broke for the storm, and then my parents really didn't like us having TV anyway because they thought it rotted our brain. So, like, we used to actually have to go up there all the time. My dad used to have to go on the roof and fix them.
Wait, he would send you kids up on the roof to fix the antenna?
He would do it.
Okay.
I tried to. I wanted to come up there before. I might have peeked my little head up there before and tried to help, but it didn't really work out. But yeah, anyway.
I'm very pleased to introduce you all to
Never
Miss
mind.
Mary Jane Waston. Mary Jane
What?
has just agreed to marry me, and I couldn't wait to share my happiness with everyone.
So what's the hunk's superpower?
He threw a football on the moon.
Uh-huh. Red is easily impressed, isn't she? Shouldn't you try to find somebody more your speed?
Just what I needed. Love advice from a thief.
Are you still sore about that statue? I gave it to the cops already. I was just having some fun with you. You look kind of cute, trying to figure out what happened back at that warehouse. Anyway, my original point was, why are you still bothering with a normal girl? Normal is boring.
Normal is
True.
half my life. At least it's supposed to be.
Why? I mean, seriously. Why settle for being some schmo when you can be a superstar?
Well,
Forget it. I was gonna tell you about Shocker, but you're obviously busy sulking.
Shocker? What about him?
Oh, just that he broke out of prison a little while back and he's back in the city. I was gonna show you where he's hiding out, but...
Show me.
That's the spirit? Trust me, kicking his heavily padded butt will make you feel better.
Yeah, you're probably right. Let's go.
Spider-Man's a psychopath.
Come on now,
Yeah.
don't fall behind.
So, how did you find Shocker?
The
Apparently he escaped during your little event with Quentin Beck.
Seriously? I knew I should have kept a better eye on that guy. Still, I was a little distracted at the time.
yeah, I bet you were distracted.
You should keep your TV story very light.
No, I wasn't even going to talk about my TV story. I was going to say the energy, the difference between Black Cat and Tobey Maguire is night and day. He's just like, hey,
Voice
I'm
actor?
Spider-Man. And she's
Hollywood
like,
actor.
hey, how's it going? I'm Black Cat. And it's just like, okay, so she's actually putting 1,000,000 times more energy into her performance than him, and it's just so awkward to watch the two of them, quote, interact. In reality, he would actually be responding to her because, well, never mind. Anyway, I'm just saying, I think he would be a little bit more interested.
So, how do you wrap up your TV story?
Alright. So, my dad
Quickly.
used to always fix the antenna on the roof, and then one time he said TV rot your brain. So he decided, he's like, you know what, we're not gonna fix it. And then ever since then, we didn't have TV.
Yeah.
That's the, yep. Except for one time when the Olympics came on.
Nice
Okay.
night, huh?
And we watched them in a... I'm done.
Okay. Except for one time that the Olympics was on and you had to watch them from like a shoebox or something.
No, we watched them with the fuzzy lines over it. We watched the entire Olympics.
Wow.
Because my dad didn't want to fix it because he thought TV still rotted our brain. And that's why I grew up without TV.
That actually watching broken TV would give you very bad headaches.
Well, I mean, I watched the Olympics with the fuzzy lines. I don't know if anyone else did.
Ooh. Skyscraper icon.
And then when I could go to my grandma's house, I actually watched a clear picture, like, for like
Yeah, that's
10 minutes.
called cable.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. I was like, whoa. So...
Yeah, but you didn't really have cable much when we were together.
I didn't have...
Because you and I kind of...
No,
Went
I've never had
internet
cable. I never had cable, but we had like 3 basic channels before my dad didn't want to fix the thing, and he didn't. And he did it because he thought TV was bad for me, which it is actually.
Okay, so Black Cat went inside that factory. Wait, this factory. Yep, this one. Cat? Where'd she go? Ooh, interesting.
Dun 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 dun. Never mind.
Quilt Man!
I don't know how you found me, but there's no
Hey,
way
Quilty.
you're getting me this time.
Hey, Shocker. You look different somehow. Have you been reupholstered?
Still a comedian, huh?
Come on, Spider. Let's take this guy out.
Okay, who's the voice actress that does Cat? Because she's amazing.
I don't know.
Like, she's really good at her job.
But when they were working on this game, originally Black Cat was supposed to be in the Spider-Man 2 film, so they put her in the game, not realizing that she wasn't going to appear in the movie.
Aw.
And then after they literally put her in the game, and found out she wasn't in the movie, they just kept her in anyway.
Well, I mean, she does a great job.
Please make an effort.
Because
Probably because she did so well in her lines.
Spider-Man 2 was going to have the same plot with Mary Jane being with what's-his-name, like JJ's son, but at the same time, Black Cat was going to kind of, you know, be that
I could
possibility.
have beat you last time.
I just... What I don't understand... Never mind.
Uh-oh, move it, Spidey!
I'm gonna have to do like a rant about the love interest woman and like comic books and gaming because I just feel like
Okay, see, when he does that move, we need to book it because just like when we were fighting Doc Ock's machines, like, you know, those generators that had the pulsing effect, Shocker here has his own little mini generator, and when he builds up energy, we gotta leave.
Alright. Yeah, you're right. Well, why is it that in lots of game and movie things where there's a guy lead character and he's pursuing the girl?
I've been meaning to ask.
She...
How's your absorbency compared with the leading
Run!
brand?
Okay.
Yeah, so she always, like, is so fickle and drawn out by any guy. Like, whereas the guy hero is always like, oh, I'm waiting for my girl, you know, like, I'll always keep pursuing her and I'll always be loyal. And then the girls are always not loyal. Like, they're just like, oh, this guy has more money tomorrow, so I'll just go with him and wait until you get more money.
But you've just described typical Hollywood.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that a lot of women aren't actually... I expect more from Mary Jane. I don't think that Stan Lee's wife was like that. There's a lot of women that aren't like that.
I know, but those women aren't relatable. And they
What
don't
do you
sell
mean?
comics.
Yeah, but I don't understand why they have to make women out to be like that, because some women are like that. I know some women like that, but not all women are like that. Many women are not. Many women are more loyal than guys. Many guys are like, oh, this girl looks younger today, so I'm just gonna leave.
Okay.
Or whatever. I'm just saying.
Actually, no, Kat. We're gonna help take care of these Shocker goons because, one, they're fun to punch in the face.
I'm saying there are a lot of very loyal, sweet women in the world.
Okay.
They're not all like that.
Wait, where did Shocker end up going? I spent some time with his goons and then Shocker vanishes on me. Shocker! I'll follow you to the ends of the earth! Or at least this factory.
Yeah, so you're right. The women that you have to keep pursuing and they keep like leaving you if you don't do everything right. Those are the ones that seem to sell comics for some reason.
Okay, something obviously triggered you. Alright, let's take care of these guys and then find Shocker. There he is! I just saw Mr. Triple Fly. Nope, wait, that's him. Man, it's so hard to maneuver here. There you are, Mr. Quilty. No. Not gonna die, not gonna die.
Careful.
Yes!
Hurt his feelings.
I am gonna hurt his feelings and his face as soon as he lands. What I want to know is how in the world is Shocker... He's not a superhuman, so how is he jumping this high? He has no superpowers, he's just got those, like, zappy gauntlets. That's all he has. Yet, as you can see from this game clearly, he has the ability to defy gravity and jump further than Spider-Man.
Oh, those are his Quiltman powers.
What do Quiltman powers do? Look at that! Do you see how far he jumps and he's not even using his gauntlets to jump?
He's actually a Jedi Master, Luke.
That would make sense, but, you know, his fashion choice is all wrong. Okay. Almost there, Mr. Quilty. He has no health left. He should be beaten. Alright, so you're gonna come out this door? I don't think so, Mr. Quilty. Uh-oh. No. One more hit and I'm toast. Look. Okay, so basically that's like a push ability. But we have to watch out for when he does his lightning bolt stuff, and it's hard to discern what he's actually doing. There we go. Bye-bye.
Nice job.
Thank you.
He's like, you defeated Quiltman.
Oh, did not see that coming.
Cat!
Ba-boom.
Ouch.
You
That was a
okay?
jerk move.
Oh, yeah. He just caught me off guard. I'll be ready for him next time. Listen, I gotta get going. I have some things I need to do. See ya.
Well, that was awkward.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
I hope Cat is okay.
Well, she just got jolted with electricity. She should probably go to the hospital.
Chapter 13, Cleaning the Slate.
You're just gonna let her walk away? You should have driven her home, Spider-Man.
You probably should have. I mean, this part of the game, it doesn't really make much sense. Like, you don't understand why she leaves, but they're literally just, like,
I have
throwing...
to check on Cat later.
I'll have to check on her later. What if she's, like, collapsed in the middle of the road right now?
The web slinger!
One of the coolest characters that they had in the Spider-Man Raimi games, though, was always the Shocker. The Shocker is just a delight. He's so fun.
I wonder
Fine,
what
can I
Shocker is
just...
planning.
nothing.
Apparently not.
Can I explain why I get triggered by it, though?
If you can do it in
I will do
under
it
10
very
words.
quick. I will do it very quickly. Because if Mary Jane is the kind of character that's not loyal, and she doesn't love Peter for him, then why does he like her? That's my question.
That's a good question.
That's what I have to say. I think I just expect more from Mary Jane, that's all.
Well, being the girl next door and, you know.
Yeah, she seems sweet, but then she just leaves at the, next...
But the guy threw a football on the moon! That's
See,
like...
that's stupid, Luke!
I know.
That's not realistic that a girl as sweet as Mary Jane would just drop Peter for nothing. It's not in her. It's not her character. I don't believe Mary Jane would do that. That's what triggers me. I love Mary Jane as a character, and I feel like that doesn't go with her character.
Well, after Spider-Man, the first movie, what they don't really explain in this video game is Peter has been very bad to his friends by, like, just being Spider-Man all the time and not paying attention to everybody else in his life.
Sure,
So Mary Jane feels very...
Block, right?
Yeah, he hurt her a lot.
She even says that it's not necessarily that she really loves JJ's son the way that she loves Peter. He's there.
Yeah.
She needs that man in her life. It's like that Minmay song from Robotech, which I'm not going to sing because it's terrible.
Robotech, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. He's just there, and Peter isn't.
Sometimes
He's not dependable.
Having a nice guy, even if you're not totally in love with him, is better than having a guy you're in love with who keeps hurting you and treating you like garbage.
There you go, yeah. I mean, Spider-Man's really bad to these thugs, too. He's just pushing them off roofs.
I know, these guys really don't want to... They don't want to see him anymore either, because he's not very kind to them. They're like, you know what, we're not doing this tomorrow, because that hurt. I didn't like being thrown to the building. Thrown
off the building, and literally, if you want to, you can go to the edge of the building after you knock somebody off, and because of the physics, you can watch people bounce.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Luke, we should do an episode where you do that.
I want to get the upgrade where I can hang people upside down, because that's a really fun upgrade. Then you can beat them up like a piñata. It's fun.
It should be a safe spot to change.
Except when somebody walks in.
Peter, great timing. Jonah was just yelling for you. Go on in.
Thanks, Betty. You were looking for me, Mr. Jameson?
Parker, where were you 15 minutes ago? There's a Latvian diplomat coming into the city by helicopter. He's landing any moment, and I need a photo. Now get over there like your job depended on it.
Got it, Mr. Jameson.
Latveria. World building. You know what Latveria is, right?
Somewhere in Transylvania? What?
No, never mind.
I forgot. It sounds familiar, though.
Doctor Doom.
Oh, Doctor Doom.
They just said a Latvian diplomat is coming to New York City, so that's this video game's way of doing some world building.
Awesome, Luke.
Just subtle references like that. Spider-Man 2 was so good, or the Raimi films were really good at Easter eggs of alluding to other things that were going on. Just kind of like the, I don't really want to talk about the show all too much, but I will say one of the best series right now that alludes to a much bigger universe is Titans.
Help! Martians are robbing the Speedy Mart!
That's not a
Alien
Latvian.
invaders holding up a convenience store. This I have to see.
The website!
Well, if I was an alien, I would do that, because that would be the very, like, low-key way of getting
Make no
supplies.
sudden movements, Earthling. I require large amounts of your currency.
Sure, Space Dude, whatever you say. Just don't disintegrate me or whatever.
How low the mighty have fallen.
You dare to challenge the infinite might of Mysterio? I will destroy you utterly. You will
He's got
bear
eyes
witness
on
to
his
the majesty
collar.
and glory of my power. Prepare to die.
Wow, that's a lot of health bar. Alright, let's do this!
Oh my gosh, one punch.
Whoa, that was sick, dude.
His head.
You rock so hard, Spidey.
Oh, I give up. Don't hit me again.
Quentin Beck, I presume. Say cheese.
Wow, that was really
Great.
fast.
Gotta get these photos to the Bugle.
It's anticlimactic.
That was pretty funny. It kind of reminded me of later when Arkham Origins did something similar. Because remember, this game came out first.
You didn't really fight him for a long time.
I know, Electrocutioner got kicked to the face. It was a cooler scene than that, but maybe it was inspired by that Mysterio thing. I really thought we were going to have another boss battle.
You know about
I know,
the little green
right?
question mark over the heads of some of the random citizens, right? Well, it means they have something to tell you, something important. It's usually a crime they want to report. Sometimes it's a little surprise, though, so stay on your toes.
Interesting. Bruce Campbell's always a delight. So, back to the Daily Bugle to do... Actually, wouldn't we get fired because we didn't do the Latverian diplomat? Let's look forward to seeing who that was. Jump over, Spidey. Spidey! No! Bad spider!
Yeah. I feel like the web crawling mechanics in this game are really good, though. He can crawl over pretty much any surface.
Most of the time, yeah. No, actually, yeah, anything he can climb on.
I have to see Jonah. I have pictures of Spider-Man for him.
Okay, Pete. Go on in.
Parker, what do you want?
I have some photos you might want to see. Remember Quentin Beck? Turns out he was Mysterio.
So, Beck and Spider-Man were in cahoots all along.
How can you look at those pictures and say that?
I don't have time for your moral outrage, Parker. I'm trying to run a paper here and make sure my son's wedding to Jean Marie doesn't bankrupt me.
Her name is Mary Jane.
Yeah, right. I'll give you $200 for the lot. You can collect your money on your way out.
Want to know what I find
Can't
funny?
believe that. Jameson would frame his own mother if he thought it would sell papers.
Probably. Yeah, what did you find
I'm trying
funny?
to get work done, Pete.
After MJ chooses Peter, it's like he never sees Mary Jane and Peter Parker, like, together. The woman that
What did
leaves
I
her
ever
son
do
at
to
the altar.
Jameson? What could he possibly have against me?
Wait, what? So, once you never see Peter and Mary Jane together?
JJ. Like, you think he
Need a
would be
hand?
angry that... Never mind.
Oh, yeah. Isn't Mary Jane is marrying his son, right?
Right.
So
Wait,
what are
I'm
you
trying to help.
Oh, yeah. I understand.
I'm so sick of everyone hating me. I'm going to go give the Bugle's esteemed publisher a piece of my mind. He's messed up my reputation long enough.
Hey, where's the fire?
I don't have time to talk. I need to have a word with the publisher of the Daily Bugle.
Whoa there, mighty one. Take a deep breath.
That paper has turned half the city against me. I'm sick and tired of it.
Well, I'm sure that bursting into the Bugle offices and yelling will clear everything up. All I'm saying is, you may want to calm down. You seriously need to loosen up. Have more fun. You're a superhero. You swing through New York City in brightly colored tights.
I like my costume.
The point is, here you are. Powers far beyond those of mortal men. And you're pouting on a rooftop. What's up with that?
I guess you're right. What did you have in mind?
Well, I did find Shocker again. And I am dying for some payback.
Sounds good.
All right. Showtime, baby.
Okay, so Felicia actually shows up in the Amazing Spider-Man movies as well as Harry's assistant, but she never turns into Black Cat. So this is kind of like the last hurrah for Cat. And she's a fun character, but you never find out where she went after she got hurt or anything like that. She just kind of randomly shows up and tells you where Shocker is again.
Oh, okay.
And does some playful banter on the way. It's just typical Cat stuff. Except I think this time, we have to beat her to where Shocker is. I think. I can't remember.
I'm surprised that you found Shocker again. Thought he would be smart. Yep, I'm on it.
Where he is wasn't easy,
but I can be very persuasive when I want.
Wait. Oh, those are enemies.
I don't even see Shocker up here. Shocker's on. Wait, I thought. Why would they want to face Shocker again if he's like.
He's still at large.
Yeah.
Kind
What exactly is he doing? He's not really doing anything.
He broke out of prison.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that's a crime. Yeah, I guess.
Job. Those guys are history.
No sweat.
So, as far as I know, this is the first time in the Spider-Man 2 game where we've had to fight rooftop enemies as part of the story.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, probably.
Which we actually fought a lot of rooftop enemies in Treyarch's first Spider-Man game. First movie Spider-Man game. Had enemies on rooftops all over the place. Where ladies were doing rooftop tours.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at first I didn't really like Black Cat's short haircut, but it's kind of growing on me. It's very cute.
And the concept art for the Black Cat in the Raimi film, she had a ponytail.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know, like, well, obviously her, like, face and stuff like that, like... Okay, Shadow just, like, literally hiccuped or something as a cat hiccup. But yeah, like, her face and stuff, like, is like an old, like, character model design kind of thing. Like, it's hard for them to do a lot of, like, detail and stuff, but, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I do like her haircut and stuff. It's very cute. I think they did a pretty good job considering the abilities that they had.
And the budget.
Mm-hmm.
Not a problem.
Wait, more rooftop enemies? Alright. I'll take care of these guys then.
Oops.
Oh, it's okay. Alright, you guys are going... What rooftop are they on? Alright, sometimes the radar gets a little confusing. There we go. This is where they are. Alright, Shocker Goons. Where did you go to get those outfits? I mean, it's so well coordinated. I mean, this is Shocker we're talking about.
I know, I wish we could find some cool outfits like that for our K-Wing team.
K-Wing minions.
Awesome up there.
Well, I mean, I always wanted to get, like, little polos that had our name on it whenever we went to conventions.
That's kind of cute.
They have... You can print them out, but they're like... you can get them embroidered, but they're like $50 on, like, Vistaprint for, like, company polos. But it's kind of pricey, but...
Oh my gosh!
That was my dream, is to wear matching polos with you everywhere we go. Well, I mean, not everywhere we go, but at conventions at least.
I think we're in Jersey now. We went over the bridge. Or one of the bridges.
Wait, we're not in New York anymore? Or we could be in a different part of New York, just not Manhattan. Or we could be in Jersey.
Based on the size of the bridge, it feels like we went to Jersey. I don't know. I mean, you do go to Jersey in the Ultimate Spider-Man game, I believe it is. You also do Queens and Brooklyn. So... And I'm pretty sure the 2018 Spider-Man game is just mostly all of Manhattan with parts of Brooklyn. No Queens, though.
Being licked by your
This
cat.
is an old Oscorp research lab. Shark's moving up in the world.
Yeah, some kind of space propulsion thing. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm gonna find another way in. I'll meet you inside.
Oh, this looks messy.
I feel like, what's his name takes like an hour to read his lines. Like,
Poor Toby.
Toby
just can't get a break.
He's just like, I'm gonna go check
About time
that
you
out.
losers got here. I must have told every lowlife in New York where to find me.
It's a trap!
A trap?
Don't take it too hard, Cat. Shocker's a crafty one. No? Wait, I'm thinking of someone else.
I'm
Get
shocked
ready.
that you would say
Here
that.
comes the pain.
I love Shocker.
I hate it when he says
He's
that.
fun. Here comes the pay? That doesn't sound like
Pain.
Oh, okay. I was like, he's gonna pay us to be here? That's awesome.
Spider, keep him busy. I'm gonna find some way to shut down that force field.
All I know is pain.
So if you guys have never played the old Spider-Man game, at this point, what you're supposed to do is see these computer terminals? You just press the buttons until the shield goes away. And eventually Cat will say,
But it looks like
another panel we have to hit at the same time. Find it, and we'll shut his field down.
At the same time?
No, you never hit them at the same time. She always hits it. You just have to find the correct panel.
Okay.
So...
Any time now, Spider!
Okay, that's the wrong panel, so we'll try over...
So we're just basically pushing buttons in the dark.
Yeah. Nope, that's not it. Alright, let's try over here.
I feel so disappointed that our battle with Mysterio lasted like 1 second.
Look at that shield go down.
That was weird.
Let's go teach Shocker a lesson. Right, Spider?
What did you think he would do?
I don't know.
It's just a movie guy in a suit.
Well,
going up against with somebody with superpowers.
A lot of times when we fight Mysterio in other games, it takes a long time.
Well, that's a different franchise. Alright, so same rules apply for Shocker. Punch him in the face when he does his super gravity jumps, and then when you see him charging up his spirit bomb, or whatever you want to call that thing, get out of the way. Run!
Because that's just
out of the way!
Hang in there, Spider! I'll try to hack the shield.
Okay, now we gotta go hit the computer terminals again. Because she doesn't do anything. In fact, you have to wait for her to even jump up there. Shadow, what are you doing?
How does Shocker have so many powers? Like, he's controlling all this electricity and everything?
He just has electricity gauntlets.
I can't understand the difference between Shocker and Electro, though. It's like they're the same person.
No. Electro is a guy that has electric powers who can fly. He has, like, actual electricity.
Yeah. And Shocker is what? Somebody who uses...
shock gauntlets.
Oh, so he doesn't have any superpowers?
Nope. That's why I'm saying his boss fight in this game is really weird, because he's superhuman, jumping everywhere.
And is he really wearing a quilt, or is that like all like rubber stuff?
It's a padded suit to deal with the electricity that he's generating.
So he is wearing a quilt.
Yes.
Still a boring name.
Uh-oh.
What about Jackal-Hammer?
Yeah, I like that when they have different details than that about like comic book characters, where it's like, alright, so he's a human, he has gauntlets, which is surging a lot of electricity, so he would have to wear a suit like that to protect himself.
Right.
I like that. That makes more sense to me.
Shields up again. All work.
Ah, nuts.
It'll take more than you got to break this.
Okay, so now we gotta go hit the switches again, and you basically just repeat the same process as before. Whoa!
This is a pretty cool boss battle, though. It's like you have to swing all the way from one thing to another to,
yeah,
things on.
But unfortunately, Spider-Man 2 is kind of lacking the whole boss battles of the previous game. Like, the way that the camera angles are set up, the biggest enemy that you fight in this game is the camera angles.
The biggest enemy is the camera angles. That's hilarious.
Especially for the final boss against Doc Ock. I remember it's not necessarily Doc Ock that was difficult, it's getting the camera to position correctly so you can take on Doc Ock.
That shield is really getting on my nerves.
So, is Doctor Octopus usually one of Spider... Okay, who's Spider-Man's biggest villain? Doctor Octopus or the Green Goblin? Or does he have more... does he have bigger... What's his most powerful enemy that he has to face?
Carnage.
Oh.
You must lose the spelling every
But his, like, biggest arch enemy would be probably Doc Ock, because Green Goblin and the other Goblin were dead for most of Spider-Man's career.
Oh, yeah.
Both Norman and Harry died as the Goblin.
Plus he looks up to Doctor Octopus so much.
Nope. They never really... That was a later thing.
Oh, they added that in.
Yeah, Doctor Octopus was always like the brilliant bad guy, and I would really stick Doctor Octopus like up there, like much higher on the list, because he stole Peter Parker's body and put his mind inside of it and became the superior Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And destroyed Peter Parker, essentially.
That was crazy.
Until the fans complained enough and Marvel reinstated Spider-Man.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And of course, you still get starring roles with Doc Ock Spider-Man and stuff called the Spider-Verse and Spider-Geddon. So he's not completely gone from the Spider multiverse.
Yep.
Was that as good for you as it was for me?
I have to admit, you were right. I feel much better.
You see? I told you, baby. Stick with me and you'll be fine. Come see me next time you're feeling down, all right? I'll see you around.
She's pretty amazing, don't you think, Shock?
I think my career has just hit a new low.
Who cares what you think?
Ouch, he just dropped his head.
Ow, Spider-Man.
That's not right, Spidey.
He doesn't feel like a hero.
Only
He's
all
like
my problems
super
could be
jerk.
settled with flashy climactic battles.
Yeah, that was kind of a cool boss battle. So Shocker is now defeated, Mysterio's defeated. That just leaves Doc Ock and I think that's it. Actually, okay, that's...
Yeah, I don't know who we have to fight for the end of this game.
Well, there's only 15 chapters in this game. It said we were on chapter 13, right? So the game's almost over, believe it or not.
We've already fought 2 villains.
Although, in reality, this game never ends because there's always stuff to do in the open world environment.
Oh.
Never officially ends,
Hey,
just the story concludes.
It's like a lot of Spider-Man games now.
Yep. So anyway, guys and gals, that does it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Join us next time as we find Doc Ock, I guess, and earn some hero points. God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!